Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's Jamie Green, the Solar Queen, and I'm going live this morning to give you an update on where things are at with our second solar system. So, the purpose of me creating this video or sharing my journey is just so that you can get an idea if you were interested in solar and wanting to save money or have, more energy independence, then you can see the exact same process or see my process of going solar. And then it would be a very similar situation for you. There are different things that would, add to the project, your solar project, if you needed a main service panel upgrade, if you needed a new roof, or if you got a battery. I'm not getting a battery on our solar system because combined, our solar systems it's just shy of what would be an appropriate solar system to make the battery fully functional in a power outage. So right now we're holding off on getting a battery. And hi Doug. I know I'm excited. Doug is having a home built in Arizona, and he's going to have solar installed on it. And so I'm in communication with his builder, and I'm excited for you to get it solar because there's a lot of sunshine in Arizona. So I am just want to bring you up to speed. So if you have any questions about solar in general, or what to expect, or how to go solar and all that, put your questions in the comments, and I can answer them live. And if you're watching the replay, let me know if you're watching in the replay, and if you have any questions, you can certainly post your questions here, or you can always message me on Facebook or send me an email. So we are going solar for the second time. We have an existing solar system that we had installed on our roof. Gosh, it's coming up on 3 years ago. And 3 years ago, we didn't have three kids. Our family is, they're growing. Our family is not expanding in size, but they're growing this way, not in a number of children. But we are experiencing, we don't have a true up or anything like that, but we're going to be getting an electric vehicle. So we have a Tesla on order, which will be my business car. Very excited. We did some math and we realized that the amount of money we're spending on fuel, like on gas, is really it's a lot of money right now, because gas prices in California, where I live, is about $4.50 a gallon, and it's about between $70 and $80 to fill up our gas tank for one of our vehicles. So we figured what we would spend in gas and what we are what our solar payments would be, it makes financial sense to go ahead and get a Tesla and add solar to our home. So the last video, I guess it was about a week ago. Yeah, a week ago, we had our site survey. So you can go back and check that out on my page. And the site surveyor came, he got up on our roof, he looked at our main service panel, our sub panels, the existing solar system, the existing inverter, and everything, and made sure that the system size and system that I designed for our own home is can fit on our rooftop. And Doug says, I try not to think about gasoline prices with 12 gas powered cars and trucks. Well, that is a lot. And I can imagine insurance for all 12 too is a hefty price tag. But if you can have 12, then I guess that's fine. You probably don't drive them all at the same time, right? No, you don't. What is your favorite car to drive? And have you ever considered an electric vehicle, Doug? We actually, my husband and our friend Amy let us borrow her. Well, it was kind of a mutually beneficial thing. She was going out of town. She lives in the city. She didn't have parking for both of her vehicles. And she knew that I was interested in a Tesla. So she asked us if we could house or park her Tesla at our house here in the suburbs. and I could test drive it. And so we really, really enjoyed it. Enjoyed the driving experience. I like the fact that there's no oil, there's no maintenance, really little maintenance, and there is no going to the gas station. I hate going to the gas station. I think they're disgusting and dirty. So the pros and cons kind of outweighed each other. So going back to the solar, the site survey happened. I sent him off with some gluten-free, sugar-free banana bread that was actually very good. And then he came back with the site survey report, and the solar installer then put together a scope of work. So after you have a site survey, there is a scope of work that is put together, and your solar representative, uh, like me, I'll review it and make sure everything is captured on there that was agreed upon. If anything changes, like if the scope of work changes from what was actually agreed upon in your solar agreement or solar home improvement contract, in other words, then that would be introduced at that time, that point of time, of when the scope of work needs to be confirmed. This is like a construction thing. This is anything that, any type of business, if you're putting something in a contract or agreement, you have to make sure that that can be fulfilled upon. So the scope of work would be confirmed, and the layout you'd want to make sure the layout is sufficient for you. And so I want to share with you guys our layout so you can see. This is kind of cool. So if you see, this is our very dead backyard right now. We're kind of thinking about putting a putting green right here, and we have some fun projects in the works for the backyard, but we're in a drought right now and we're not watering anything. But this right here is our existing solar system. There are eight panels right here. And they're Q-cell 285s. They're smaller wattage panels. 3 years ago, that was like a lot of wattage. But and there's conduit that runs across the back of our roof, in the back of our roof right here. So we couldn't put any panels up here, which is fine because these panels, this is 9 Tesla 425 watt panels that are going to go on our rooftop here. So we have a couple of vents right there. The other ideal location for solar panels would be right here on our garage, but we wouldn't be able to fit very many. And the reason, how you can tell, is this is a lot of sun hours. The bright yellow spots are where it's really, really sunny. This is okay, but it's not the best. But it's still, even if we had a huge solar system, we have enough room to expand onto this part of our house. And people drive by our home and say, Jamie, where are your solar panels? They're on the back of our house because this is the best location for solar production. So we have the solar panels. This is called a landscape installation. So the panels are, horizontal rather than these are profile. So they're like more, like a portrait layout. So they're going to, it's going to be a complete second system. They'll run the conduit to here, and our main service panel and our other inverter is right here along this wall. We're also getting an EV car charger, a level 2 EV car charger, which will, the power will come directly from the solar system. So we'll park the car, charge it during the day, and have it be powered by the sun, which I'm really, really excited about. So in the scope of work, there's more information there, but they just want to make sure everything, the layout gets approved by the homeowner. If there's any adders that weren't, adders are things like we have to have another sub panel put in. So that was something that I factored in, but I didn't really know exactly how much it was going to be. So it came in under what I anticipated, so I confirmed it. So what your solar representative will do is confirm the scope of work and the layout. They also should share the layout unless, some homeowners will go, I trust you, Jamie. Just make sure it looks good and make sure, that it has the best solar production. And some layouts, there's no way around it. You have to go with what it is. So in those instances, I will take a screenshot and share it with the homeowners and approve the scope of work. So that's what we did for our home, for our project. So that's that's really where we're at. We're really excited for these solar panels to be installed. So, what is next after now that the scope of work has been confirmed? What's happening now is it's under planning. So the engineers will actually do the drawings, the electrical and the structural, like just where everything's going to be placed. And then that will then go off to the city of Nevada, where I live. But whatever your authority, your local authority, that's where it's sent, for building permits. Everything's permitted. If it's not permitted, then you shouldn't work with that solar company. But the permits, everything will be submitted for permitting. And depending on your local agency or your authority, building department, that's kind of where some things can get held up in the timeline. So, in the city of Nevada, it's been a few weeks, if not a month-ish, month and a half at the very latest, longest. Solar permits, and it's kind of interesting. We can't do like electronic permit submission in Nevada. They just don't do it. But sometimes you can go in and put in the permits. Sometimes solar companies can go take the permits in and get over the counter permits handed to them. That's really cool. But with COVID and everything that's happening, I don't know how many cities and counties are actually doing that. So that's what's next in store. For me now, it's just the waiting game, waiting for the permits to be put, get those in hand. And then the installers will come. Once those permits are in hand, then they'll schedule the installation. So um, that is really my update for you guys. And just for you to understand the process of there's waiting involved with going solar. I wish it was like bam, 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 bam. It's not always the case. COVID has really kind of thrown a wrench into a lot of these cities and counties and manpower and having people work from home or work in the office or in limited personnel and stuff. So just be patient with the going solar process. That would be, I think, would be beneficial to you. I know for me, it's being patient too and helping my homeowners along the way in the waiting game and trying to keep them updated on things. The other thing that the waiting game happens is with main panel upgrades, as well as final inspection. So I have a homeowner getting a final inspection tomorrow. It's on the schedule, and they got installed over a month ago. So it all, summertime is busy. It's when a lot of home improvements are happening, a lot of inspections, and solar is a specialty. So, there's electrical and then structural stuff involved as well. So it's not like going in and doing other inspections on other parts of the home. So just be patient in your waiting for those three items as well, just as well as any other construction project thing. There's timelines and we want them to be concise, but you got to be flexible. So I hope that this video was really helpful for you just to see where things are at with our solar project. If you're interested in solar for your home, please reach out. If you have a business and you want solar for your business, please reach out to me there as well, because I can help you there, saving you money on your energy costs and growing your, your profits, right? And same with homeowners. Man, the savings that I'm seeing for homeowners, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous amounts of money being saved by going solar. So that is it. I'm going to go to the grocery store now and get my son some peanuts because he likes salted peanuts in the shell. We went to Five Guys over the weekend and he loves eating there because he gets a bag of peanuts. So he wants some peanuts. So I'm going to go get him some peanuts so that when he comes home, he has an afternoon snack with the salted peanuts in the shell. So have a great Wednesday, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Okay, take care.